Yo, welcome to my free webinar. Now, if you found yourself here, I want you to tell yourself congratulations because you're going to be discovering a whole lot. Now, a very quick one. Are you really sure you're tired of struggling? Like you're tired of busting your crypto trading accounts? Because I strongly believe that if 70%, if not 80% of people here have been trading, like you've had experience of trading and where you end up busting your accounts and all that. So if you're really sure you're tired of doing that and you really want to start being profitable trading cryptocurrency without even losing any single dollar, not even $1, I repeat, without losing any single dollar, well, you are actually at the right place and even at the right time, because every single thing you might have been looking for outside, you will definitely get everything here free of charge and even get double. All right, so time they say wait for no man. I hope you know that. Now personally, I don't like wasting time. I don't even like boosting. I don't even like showing proofs of whatever thing I want to prove to you. But in this webinar, I will be showing you few results for you to start understanding what you are about to grab, all for free. Okay, now if you're here, tell yourself I am lucky again. Okay, now before I show you these few proofs that will actually start changing your mentality right away, because whether you will make money or not, it all depends on your mentality. I hope you understand. Yes, that's just a simple truth. If you will be rich in this world, it depends solely on your mentality and your level of ginger. But if you will remain poor in this whole universe where we have so many opportunities to get you rich overnight and even legitimately, well, it will equally depend on your ginger and your mentality as well. But I just want you to remember, to become poor is not even a good option, and it can be scary. I hope you know that. I just hope some of us can actually relate, because me, I've been there before God's grace found me through cryptocurrencies. All right, what I'm about teaching you right now, right here, is gonna blow your mind. All right, now a brief introduction before the proofs. This is called two-way futures trading strategy. By two-way, I mean there is nothing on earth that will make you to lose your hard-earned money. Nothing, as long as you're following the said strategy. Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, with my two-way trading strategy, you can never lose even $1. As I said before, rather you earn that $1 and even earn more. And I will reveal to you how it works practically, because seeing is believing. I hope you know that. Now, here are the few proofs which I promised you that will make you understand where we are actually heading to. Okay? Yeah, this was the proof you saw on the advert, right? But that's not all. Look at this one here. Now, this is another recent one made yesterday night. Guys, if you calculate what you're seeing here, it should be around $172 in just a day. This is made in just a day. Okay? Now we're going to see other ones. Look at this guy. Look at this. This is my happy student. He said, look at what he said. He said, boss, this guy, which planet are you from? that was what he told me. Now look at this line. He said, your talent is beyond measures. Now look at the last line. He said, I wish I was like you. So guys, it's happening live with us. Okay, it's happening live with us. The land is green, like it's very, very green with Coach Harry and his community. Now look at this person. He made $11. This one made $32 in total. Okay, now this one made $15. Now look at this other person. He made $22 in just a day. This person made $70 in just a day. $70 in just a day. Like, do you understand? These are my students actually making waves. These are my students making waves. Okay, now look at the testimonies. Look at what they are dropping. Okay, look at the kind of amount of money they are making every single day. Now that is the power of the two-way trading strategy we are talking about. Look at this person. He made $4. Okay, this person made $16 all in a day. All these things I've shown you are profits in a day, daily profits. Okay, and many more. If I keep posting all these things here, we will not do any other thing apart from posting and seeing results. Okay, so for the sake of this webinar, I'm going to pause from posting proofs here, so we can do some other things. These are just the most recent ones, so let's stop so we can get over to the other stuffs for the day. All right, now at this point, I just want you to ask yourself this question and be very sincere to yourself. Am I going to learn this and start making money for myself, or will I still leave it to pass me by, just like how I left the other opportunities in the past to pass by? Why I said you should ask yourself this question is because I will be teaching you all this for free, all for free, okay, except one part, and which is the signal group part. To be in my signal group, it will cost you a very little pocket-friendly amount. That should be about 10k or something close to that. But that is not even the problem. And mind you, if you are going to pay 10,000 naira finally at the end of this lecture just to be in my group and the mentorship class, you are definitely going to make that 10,000 back after your first day trading with me. Okay, so you paying 10,000 or even paying more than that is not actually a problem. Even if you don't pay me, my own is for you to understand what I'm about teaching you here, so that you can become profitable and successful to yourself and your generation. Now, being in my signal group will just keep it very easy for you while you make your dollars, because my own is just to do what? To carry out my daily two-way analysis and do what? And drop the signals in the group for you to do what? For you to relax and take your trades. It is that simple. Now, very important, I want you to know that anybody with a smartphone can do this. and the least you can even use as your capital to start this business is around $10. I repeat, $10, you are good to go. That's the least you can start with, and $10 should be around 5k to 7k in naira currently. So you see, you can still fit in. All right, let's get to the practical part of this business. I will start from the brief introduction on Binance, what Binance is all about, trading Binance, types of trades in Binance, and the trading properties of the types. Okay, then after that, we will go in depth into the two-way trading strategy itself, practically, for you to fully understand how it works, because you are going to start printing dollars very, very, very soon using your Binance account and your smartphone. All right, you don't even need a laptop. Now, this is a platform called Binance, and it is actually a cryptocurrency exchange platform. I don't actually like wasting time, like I told you before. Now we are here to make money, so let's stay focused. All right, now on this Binance application, you can do so many things here, okay, such as buying and selling of your cryptocurrencies, exchanging and swapping of your cryptocurrencies, trading of cryptos, staking of cryptos, and local transactions of cryptos through the peer-to-peer market. For the purpose of this lecture, let's focus on the trading part of it. When it comes to Binance trading, we have three types. We have sports trading, we have the futures trading, and we have the P2P trading. A very quick one. P2P trading is the kind of trading you use when you want to deposit crypto into your Binance wallet using your local currency through your bank account, or when you want to convert your cryptocurrency into your local currency in your local bank account. So don't worry, even if you don't understand anything about crypto, after this lecture I'm going to take you by the hand and I will show you every single thing you need to understand from A to Z on how to navigate your Binance and understand the cryptocurrencies before even the two-way trading, so you are safe with me. Okay, so that means before you do anything on Binance, you must first of all go through the P2P platform on Binance for your deposits. Okay, now this is sports trading. I will not be explaining much here, but just know that in sports trading it is more of buying, like we do more of buying there and not selling. That means you only buy when you feel that this particular coin is going to go up after you've purchased it. Okay, so let's leave it there. Our focus is on the futures trading because that is where we print our dollars. Now this is the futures trading, and I want you to know one thing. In futures trading, you can either trade to buy or trade to sell, unlike in sports trading where you only buy. If you want to sell in sports trading, that means you want to convert your coin from one coin to another. Okay, so but don't worry, let's just leave it there and focus on the futures. Now I want you to note these parameters because these are what determines the level of our profit and our losses in futures trading. Yes, normally futures trading comes with a high level of risk, meaning if you don't know your whereabouts when you're trading futures, like if you don't know what you're doing trading futures, you can lose all your money. But with our two-way futures trading strategy, you can say bye-bye to any kind of loss in futures trading. Now back to the parameters. Look here, this is cross margin, all right? Then this is isolated margin. Then look here, this is leverage. You see these two things I showed you right now. If you don't understand them properly, you will keep losing your money. Cross simply means that you want to trade with all the capital in your Binance futures account when you're not using stop loss. Isolated margin means that you want to trade only with some portion of your capital in your futures trading account. This means under cross margin, if you lose, you will lose all the money in your futures account when you are not trading with stop loss. Then secondly, under the isolated margin, if you eventually lose, you will lose only the little portion you have brought out to trade with. That sounds scary, right? But I tell you again, don't worry, because when it comes to two-way futures trading strategy, you can even trade the both margins without even losing any single dollar from your futures trading account. Now the second parameter which I showed you was leverage. Now this is leverage here. Just know that the higher the leverage, the higher the profit to be made and the higher the losses to be made if peradventure you lose the trade. So I will explain more in depth on this because it's very, very, very important, but that will be later. So let's go down to the almighty two-way futures trading strategy. I'll be using the whiteboard to demonstrate all this. All right, so before you trade with this strategy, you must find two different coins that are related in their movement. What did I say? I said you must find two different coins that are related in their movements. Okay, now meaning if one is up, the other one should be up as well. Okay, now assuming that these coins, we've assumed that these coins are actually BTC, let's say BTC, that's Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Okay, BTC and Ethereum. All right, and then you know that when we say they are having the same relationship in their movement, that means if BTC is up, Ethereum should be up. If BTC is down, Ethereum should equally be down. That means let's say they are moving this way, uptrend. Okay, that means this one should equally be like this. All right, I just want you to get the knowledge and the understanding of what I'm trying to teach you right now. Now, there is something you must know when it happens this way. There is something you must know. There will be a time when these two coins will diverge and go their separate ways. All right, now let me show you what I mean. You know, as they are moving upwards like this one is going up and this one is following it up. There will be a time when this one will continue up like this and this other one will start going down. That's called divergence. Okay, now this is when we take our trades. Then another thing you will understand is that whenever they diverge to their separate ways, they must surely come back to meet at their median points. Do you understand? The median point, what I mean is this: whatever, since they are related in their movements naturally, even if they diverge to their separate ways, there must be a time when the both of them will do what? Will converge. Okay, there must be a time when they will converge. That is to tell you that they have a convergence point. This convergence point can still be called the median point. The median points can, let's assume that the median points can be up, it can be down, it can be at the middle. So let's assume that the median point is actually at this up here. Okay, all right. Now, so how do we make money trading with this stuff that I just showed you now? Before we continue, I would like you to note just 3 things. Pay a very close attention. You can get your pen and your paper so that you don't miss this, okay? Now, the first thing I want you to know is this. We take both buy and sell trades at the same time among these two related coins, okay? Now, I believe you understood that. Now, that means we enter the buy for one coin and we enter the sell for the other coin. Okay, now the second thing I want you to understand and note is this: we only enter the trades when they have diverged, like when they have gone to their separate ways. Okay, we enter the trades when they have gone to their separate ways. That is, whenever the divergence occurs. Remember, they were moving up or down or straight before the other one starts going the other separate way and the other one starts going the other opposite separate way. Okay, that is the only time we enter the trades, but still pay very close attention. Then the number 3rd thing you need to note is this: that we make our money when they are trying to converge back to their median points. Like I told you, since they are naturally related, if they diverge to their separate ways, they must surely come back to their median points. Okay, now I believe you understand the first one, so let me explain more on the number 2 and the number 3. Okay, back to our trade. Remember that the trades we are doing this, like they were going up like this until this one decided to move a little bit up from this point, and this one did not follow it up. It started to go down. Okay, it started to go down. This is the point where we say that the market has diverged. Okay, that the both of them are no longer going towards the same direction. So this is when you only take the trade whenever they have diverged. So you need to find the actual divergence limit before you enter your trade. Okay, since they have diverged, this one can get to this point, you will enter the trade, it will start going down again. This is because it has not gotten to its divergence point. Okay, and this one you can enter it here, it will keep going up before that equally means that it has not gotten to the divergence point. Okay, so you need to actually get the trades at their divergence points before you enter your trade. If you don't enter at the divergence limit, it actually means that you can enter the trades and it will start giving you losses before it will finally start giving you profit. So that is the reason why we must get the actual divergence point. Okay, and of course okay, so let me go back to the video. So assuming this is actually this, okay, let's say this is the divergence points for this one up here and this is the divergence points for this one down here. Okay, now that means we will enter our trade here. That means we are, of course, the one that is down we will enter buy for it to go up. Okay, while the one that is up we will enter sell for it to come down. Okay, so for a better understanding, let me draw this thing very well, okay, for you to understand properly. Now this is BTC, this is our BTC, and this is our Ethereum. Okay, and they are both on an uptrend. Okay, and this one is following whatever thing BTC does. Ethereum will equally do the same thing because they are naturally correlated in their kinetic and their dynamic movements. Okay, now let's say this one got the divergence limit for Ethereum for BTC is this line here, and the divergence limit for Ethereum is this line here. Okay, so what are we waiting for? We are waiting for the both of them to diverge. That is the only time we can take our trades. Okay, now this one started diverging to this point, going their separate ways, while this one started diverging to this point. Now you can see that they've gotten to their divergence limits. Okay, this one Ethereum is at the divergence limit while BTC is equally at the divergence limit. This is the only time we take our trades. Okay, and of course the one that that is down, which is Ethereum, you will take your trade as buy. Okay, as buy. Then the one that is up, which is BTC, you will take your trade as sell, so that it will come down. Now let's assume that the median point, remember what I told you, since they are naturally related, even if they diverge, they must surely come back to their median points to converge. So let us take the median points to be this zone here, M. Let's say M is the median point. Okay, now we've entered our trade. Okay, so please remember what I told you. You have to find out your divergence limit so that you don't run into losses before it will start giving you profit. Okay, so now listen. But one thing you must understand is that whenever they diverge, that is an opportunity for you, and you must, whenever they diverge, they must surely converge. So forget about that. Okay, so that means as we entered Ethereum to buy, it will start going up to meet BTC at their median point. Okay, while BTC, instead of coming down, it will start going up as well to meet Ethereum at their at their median point. This is their median point. Okay, now if you check very well, you will understand and you will believe with me that the one that traveled more to the median point is actually the Ethereum. Like, check the distance, just look at the distance. Okay, you will understand what I mean. So what it simply means is that once they have gotten to their divergence points, you enter your trade, you wait for them to start going back to their convergence points, and that is when we make our profit. Now let me explain the number 3. Okay, as well, let me explain the number 3 in a simple sentence. How do we make money doing this? And you know, I told you it's only when they are trying to converge that we make our profits. Okay, how do we make this? We make our money through the one that travels more during the convergence phase. So from the look of things, now if you look at my drawing here, you will understand and you will believe with me that Ethereum traveled from this point down to this point. Okay, now if you look at BTC traveled from this point here down to this point. Now you can understand, you will believe that the one that traveled more is actually Ethereum. That means you made your profit here, you made your profit from here down to this point, and then you made a small loss from here down to this point. So that means the profit you made from Ethereum will cover the loss you made on BTC. Okay, and that means you are still in profit. That is the simple way we make our profits. Okay, this is what the big companies have been using to make their profit. They wouldn't like to put $10 million or $50 million in crypto trading and then they will lose their money. This is the kind of opportunities they trade. These are the kind of things they trade. So when they tell you that this company is making so amount in cryptos, $1 million every single month or every single year, this is what they do. They don't actually sit there and watch their charts. The only thing they do is this thing that I'm teaching you, and you are lucky that you're discovering it today. Okay, so let's go down to the other things. Okay, for more understanding, take a look at this chart here. This is a chart between IOTX USDT and AUDIO USDT. That's audio USDT. Okay, now they were actually moving in the same direction. So along the line, they started going their separate ways. That means the divergence we are talking about has occurred. Okay, now that means at this juncture, you're supposed to enter sell for IOTX, and then you will enter buy for audio USDT. Okay, so that they will go back to their convergence point and start maintaining their former movement. Now look at this proof also. That means this person actually made a profit of $51.50, okay, and then a loss of $10.98. Okay, so when you do your plus or minus, that means that the person is still actually in a profit of $40.52. That is to tell you that the one that actually traveled more to the median point is actually the one that made the profit of $51.50, while the one that traveled less is the one that made a loss of $10.98. Okay, so when you check properly, you understand that the profit margin there is still $40.52. Now, questions you should be asking yourself right now: how can you start spotting all these cryptocurrencies that have these relationships? Number 2, how can you be able to discover the divergence limit, that's the actual divergence limit, before you take your trades in order to make good profits? Now, question number 3, how will you start to understand the selection of the best leverage for your two-way trading strategy with respect to your capital. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where the signal group and the guidance group comes in. Now listen, in the group I'll be teaching you every single thing about Binance, so you will eventually find out how to navigate your Binance application and the best leverage for you, okay? Because this leverage of a thing is very, very important, as it is the stuff that determines whether you're going to make losses or you're going to make profits, and the level of the losses and the level of the profits you're going to be making while using this strategy, okay? Now secondly, I will equally be showing you how to spot these cryptocurrencies that have these relationships, so that you can be getting these trades all by yourself with my guidelines, so you don't necessarily have to wait for my signals all the time. Now inside this group as well, I'll be dropping signals every single day, no doubts, okay? Now most importantly, I have a tool that does all this work for me, and I will share it right in the signal group with you guys. Now this tool shows me more than 50 cryptocurrencies every single day that have these relationships. Now it's now less for me to do what, to select the best ones for my trades. It equally shows me the actual divergence limit where I will enter my trades, printing my crypto dollars, and all this you will be discovering in the signal and guidance group. It is just one group, okay? But I give you signals there and I give you guidelines, and I equally tutor you on so many things apart from cryptos. Now someone might be asking, how do I join this group and get started printing money already? Well, like I told you initially, there's no long talk. The fee is now still 10,000 naira. It's still at 10,000 naira, and it will soon go up. But if you feel you don't have 10,000 naira to pay today, well, there's no problem. You can still join me with 5,000 naira, because I believe you can actually afford 5,000 naira if you're really sure you want to start becoming profitable trading. Now if you are paying 5,000 naira, it means you will pay me an extra 10,000 naira when you make your first profit after joining the group. And believe me, you're going to make your first profit immediately the first day you trade with me. That means you'll be paying me in total 15,000. So if you are going to pay 5,000 naira today, you are paying me in total 15,000. That means you're depositing 5,000 today, and then you're paying 10,000 after you've made your first profit. Now that is to show you how simple I want my class to be. But if you are paying 10,000 today, you are not paying me any other thing. It's just the 10,000, okay? So your money is not actually the main thing. The main goal here is your success, for you to become a successful trader, because that is actually my dream. I want to grow a group that's you know, when you mention my group, you say like, okay, this is Harrison's group, and the traders in this group are all billionaires and they are all successful. So if you really want to be among these my students who are going to start printing their crypto dollars very soon, well, then chat me up back on WhatsApp, make your payments. Like when you chat me up, I'll give you the payment details. You go ahead and make your payments, get your capital ready, and then I'll give you guidelines. Then we'll start immediately, okay? And remember, anybody can tap from this opportunity. The opportunity is not going back. It's there, and it will still be there. This is what big companies have been using to print dollars for themselves. And let me ask you this question: do you think that all these big companies that they always tell you that they invest in cryptos and invest in forex, do you think that they will ever like to lose their money? No, they will not like to lose their hard-earned invested money. So this is the strategy they use to make money, okay? This is the strategy, and it's been there right from time, and you're just discovering it today. So it's now less for you to tell yourself, are you going to grab this opportunity or you're going to leave it pass you by again? So the least you can start with your capital is $10. So you have no reason not to start today. So let me see you in the class.